Hi and welcome back. Today's kids, I think, have it easy if they want to get a football fix. All they have to do is buy the latest rip-off version of FIFA or Pro Evolution and just off they go. For us, before our Spectrums and whatever, came out, we didn't have that option. So we just had to make do with Subbuteo, flick to kick and all that. What a great game it was. Still have fantastic memories of it. It was just as much fun to play it as, an equal part of the game was keeping your players in good condition, making sure they didn't snap off at the bases, and also making sure your bloody cat didn't try and join in and nick the ball, which whenever me and my brother used to play, we used to have to lock her outside, well, outside the front room. Otherwise she would do a pitch invasion of Titanic proportions and just ruin the whole thing. But Goliath Games 1990 done a version of the classic flick to kick game, and they released it on the Spectrum. Now it does follow the rules of Subbuteo quite faithfully. There's the old you maintain possession of the ball as long as you make contact with it with each flick, although you can only use 3 consecutive goes with one player, then you have to switch round. And you fail the players the opposition players if you make contact with them. You can only shoot from the inside the shoot line, which is that sort of line between the penalty area and the centre circle there. Now I am red and I'm playing against Bumhole, who are blue. Sorry about that. And it's really quite tricky to play. The keys that you have available to you are Q and A for up and down, and Z and X for left and right, and then your space bar is your select stroke power bar for when you make a kick. Now it's played at quite a sedentary pace. It's not an all-out sort of football game. I suppose if you were playing it with another person and got quite used to its sort of control method, etc., it could be quite fast, but this is the first time I've ever played it, and I actually found it quite tricky and not particularly enjoyable. But hey ho, that's just me. Some of you might have played this game back in the day and may have enjoyed it. Now this is just a quick gameplay video to show you what it was like. I'm not sure many people actually know that there was a version of Subbuteo released for the Spectrum. I don't know what other systems it was released on, to be honest. I'm not really interested. But hey ho. Anyway, we used to have, mates round. We'd have Subbuteo competitions. If your friend had a box of teams, they'd bring their teams round, and you could buy grandstands. You could buy miniature cups, etc., for all the competitions you wanted. We had a World Cup, we had a Jules Rimet trophy, we had an FA Cup, we had a League Cup, and it was just so much fun. And you could get almost every team imaginable, and it used to be quite a nice thing to have a trip down to town with our pocket money and go in the sports shop, and in their big chests of wooden drawers, they'd have loads and loads of Subbuteo teams, and used to sort of make it a mission to try and get a particular team that you wanted. They would do home kits, away kits, third strips. I don't know about today whether or not Subbuteo's going anymore. I should really sort of check, but alongside Scale Extric, Subbuteo was the greatest fun you could sort of have as a kid with a kind of sports game type thing. Although Subbuteo never took 1/10 of the amount of time to set up that bloody Scale Extric does. But anyway, this is Subbuteo, and you can see it mimics the bend when you flick your real Subbuteo players in real life. It mimics the sort of bend that gets put on them naturally by the sort of spin your finger puts on the base of the player, and it's really quite difficult to control. But hey ho, here it is. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye bye. It's not a bad game, I suppose, but it's not fantastic. Not one I'm going to come back to. Give me normal Subbuteo any day of the week. Okay, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.